The architecture and design does in fact change the way you value the art inside. Architecture and design are both art themselves, meaning that they're on display for the viewers to admire. If one sees a beautiful looking building that was built with a purpose behind it, they will sense luxury and automatically associate the art inside the building with luxury. Us as humans tend to value items that we believe are more expensive because money rules our world. So when an art piece is in a beautiful building, creating the perception of luxury, people will value the art more, especially when the building is famous. If the art wasn't in a beautifully designed building, and it was in someone's rundown apartment, for example, the art wouldn't be appreciated as much. The economic value of art most definitely changes your perception of how you view it. This is how famous pieces of art came to be. The most famous pieces have a high economic value, and people go to museums and buy the art for this purpose. Art also happens to be one of a kind, allowing it to be an investment to some. This is because the value of art goes up with time and the desire to have this piece also grows. It is unfortunate we automatically associate expensive art with beauty.
Almost every gallery in the art museum is named after someone. One area I found notable was the Richard and Mary L. Gray Hall. Richard was a pioneer in the art world of America. He was the president of the ADAA and a trustee of the Art Institute of Chicago. While he was the president of the ADAA, his main goal was to promote the interests of individuals and organizations engaged in the business of dealing in works of fine arts. Another exhibit is the Gene and Stephen Goldman Gallery. While they own the art, they are not the artists of any of the art displayed in the gallery. Jean Goldman and her husband Stephen started their art collection while they were in Europe. Quote, "We're just buying those things that they loved." Jean's eye for art allowed her to purchase paintings for as low as $1,800 and later have those pieces valued at $500,000 and up. The presence of security guards and barriers around art gives the impression that the art is of high economic value and extremely important to the museum. The reasoning for security guards is to make sure that no damage is done to the art displayed, as that would be detrimental to not only the museum, but to society and its preservation of art.
The Art Institute designed into 5 main sections: the Michigan Avenue Building, the Modern Wing, the McKinlock Court, the Rice Building, and the Bridge. The Michigan Avenue Building consists of arts from the Americas, Asia, and Africa, and also European arts such as painting, sculptures, and decorative arts. The Modern Wing is made up of all sculptures, photos, architecture, and design from the 20th and 21st century. McKinlock Court includes pieces from Islamic arts like textiles and also art from the empires of the Greeks, Romans, and the Byzantine. The Bridge has Indian and Southeast Asian art as well as Impressionism and Post-Impressionism pieces, while the Rice Building is solely American art. One example of humans knowing how to act based on the space of the place would be the main staircase. The main staircase is the location where a lot of the main exhibits meet up and is a pretty busy location. Humans see how active it gets and they understand that it is appropriate to raise your voice and kind of let loose a little bit more. Whereas the avid galleries that consist of pictures of rocks suggest that people should be more quiet and on better behavior compared to other places. The gallery is an empty white room with little pictures all across the walls, and there are bigger photographs of rocks low on the ground. With the whole room feeling pretty empty and everything being painted white, it gives people the impression that they should be quieter and more careful in this room.